Each of them was awarded a bronze medal, representing the lowest rank within the demonic academy. Inside the infirmary, the doctor begins Yeo-Woon's treatment. He informs him that it will take nearly 15 days before he can properly participate in training. Yeo-Woon is trapped. If he asks the Nano Machine to heal him immediately, it may draw suspicion. But if he follows normal treatment, he will miss the next test entirely. As the doctor prepares for acupuncture, Yeo-Woon quietly asks the Nano Machine whether it can heal him while still making him appear injured. The Nano Machine confirms. It can restore his body while keeping his pulse weak, as if he still suffers from internal damage. The next day, on the training grounds, the left guardian, Lee Hwa-myung, announces the details of the second test. To pass, cadets must understand basic strategies and battlefield tactics. 20 groups will be formed. Only 10 groups will remain. Starting the next day, instructors will begin teaching them. The cadets are dismissed. Mu Kuem approaches an instructor and asks him to visit Yeo-Woon, claiming that Yeo-Woon is assigned to their group and missed the briefing. But his true intention is to provoke and interfere with him. His plan collapses when the instructor coldly replies that he should visit Yeo-Woon himself if he is concerned. Mu Kuem clenches his fists in anger. Then a slow grin forms on his face. Before sunrise the next morning, the right guardian, Seob-meng, once again enters the infirmary. Yeo-Woon greets him respectfully. The guardian informs him that he can only train him for 14 days. After that, Yeo-Woon will be moved to his dormitory. The training begins immediately. The guardian instructs Yeo-Woon to sit on the floor. He places his palm on Yeo-Woon's back and begins channeling Nagong into his body. At the same time, the Nano Machine detects the energy and starts analyzing its flow and structure. Meanwhile, inside the dormitories, chaos erupts. One of the 6 princes is beaten severely by another cadet. The fight is brutal. The attacker seeks to establish dominance and become the leader of Group 12. On the practice field, many cadets are already injured. Injured cadets were everywhere. The staff intentionally avoided supervision on the first day, allowing the cadets to fight and establish hierarchy among themselves. After training ends, an instructor informs Cadet 3 that Yeo-Woon's condition will require 2 weeks of recovery. After the instructor leaves, Mu Kuem kicks objects in frustration. Then Cadet 80 approaches him and whispers something into his ear. A few days later, an instructor rushes into the infirmary carrying an injured cadet. The doctor treats the wound and leaves him resting beside Yeo-Woon. Night falls. The injured cadet suddenly got up. Silently, he pulls out a scalpel. He approaches Yeo-Woon's bed, lifts his leg, and prepares to sever it. Suddenly, a surge of electricity runs through his body. He collapses unconscious. Yeo-Woon opens his eyes. When the cadet awakens again, he finds himself tied to the bed. He struggles in panic. Yeo-Woon enters calmly. He holds up a mirror. The cadet stares in horror. His hair has been cut off. He screams. Yeo-Woon slaps him hard enough to knock him unconscious once more. When the cadet regains consciousness, his mouth is tied as well. Yeo-Woon questions him about his master. He speaks calmly, explaining that assassination attempts are nothing new to him. He removes the cloth from the cadet's mouth and asks him once more to reveal who sent him. The cadet refuses to speak. Yeo-Woon ties his mouth again and brings out needles. With a faint, cold smile, he grabs the cadet's hand and drives a needle deep into his finger. A muffled cry of agony escapes from his bound mouth. The pain is unbearable. Yeo-Woon asks if he would like the next finger pierced as well. Terrified, the cadet nods desperately. Yeo-Woon removes the cloth from his mouth. Before the cadet can speak, Yeo-Woon reveals the truth himself. Mu Kuem sent him. Cadet 23, Heo-Bong, freezes in shock. Yeo-Woon uses a precise strike to knock him unconscious again. Early the next morning, the right guardian arrives for training. He tells Yeo-Woon to bring his black Dragon Ball. Yeo-Woon opens the box. A foul smell fills the room. The Guardian then notices Heo-bong tied to the nearby bed. He questions Yeo-Woon, who calmly explains everything about Mu Kuem's plot. Without hesitation, Yeo-Woon swallows the black dragon ball. The taste is unbearably bitter, but he forces it down. Then both of them sit. The Guardian begins channeling Naegong into Yeo-Woon's body. With the assistance of the Nano Machine, Yeo-Woon absorbs the energy smoothly and efficiently. The Guardian is stunned by his extraordinary progress. Elsewhere, Mu Kuem walks confidently through the academy grounds, believing his plan has succeeded. He has no idea what is truly happening inside the infirmary. 2 days later, inside Mado House, Group 8's quarters. Heo-bong kneels before Mu Kuem. He lies to cover his failure, claiming he could not act because the doctor supervised the infirmary the entire day. Mu Kuem's expression darkens. Without warning, he kicks Heo-bong to the ground and begins beating him viciously. Blow after blow lands without mercy. When he is finished, Heo-bong lies battered and barely conscious. Mu Kuem leaves him there. 7 days pass. Yeo-Woon continues training under the right Guardian's supervision. His movements grow sleek and precise. Even the Guardian is visibly shocked by his rapid progress. On Yeo-Woon's final day in the infirmary, the right Guardian hands him another paper. It contains the butterfly dance technique and an advanced Naegong operation method. Yeo-Woon bows deeply in gratitude. Before leaving, the Guardian demonstrates the butterfly technique himself. Yeo-Woon quietly asks the Nano Machine to scan it. Nano records every movement in perfect detail. It then adjusts Yeo-Woon's muscle development to match the requirements of the technique. For 6 hours, Nano refines his body. When it is complete, Yeo-Woon has mastered the butterfly dance. He changes into his academy uniform, thanks the doctor sincerely, and leaves the infirmary. On the training grounds, all eyes turn toward him. Whispers spread. Yeo-Woon calmly greets the instructor, who hands him a shield and sword. Training begins immediately. Mu Kuem is the team leader of Group 8. He controls the group firmly, issuing orders with authority. Yeo-Woon performs well, moving in coordination with the team. The instructor teaches various battle formations in preparation for the next test. But Mu Kuem has other intentions. He signals one of his subordinates. As the formation shifts, Mu Kuem's subordinate quietly moves behind Yeo-Woon. He prepares to strike him from behind. Just as he's about to kick, Nano releases a sudden electrical shock. The cadet is thrown backward unexpectedly. Mu Kuem's face twists with fury. Another plan has failed. After lunch, the cadets are dismissed. Yeo-Woon walks toward his dormitory. Mu Kuem and several subordinates block his path. They begin mocking him. A crowd gathers quickly. Seeing the attention, Mu Kuem grows more arrogant. He calls Yeo-Woon peasant blood. Yeo-Woon calmly replies that insulting him is the same as insulting the lord of the cult. Other heirs observe from a distance. Enraged, Mu Kuem grabs Yeo-Woon by the collar and pulls back his fist. Before he can strike, Yeo-Woon punches him directly in the face. Mu Kuem's nose begins to bleed. Blinded by anger, Mu Kuem charges forward using his clan's fist technique. Yeo-Woon dodges and leaps out of the dormitory grounds. Mu Kuem and his followers chase after him. After running a short distance away from the crowd, Yeo-Woon stops. He does not want others to witness his true strength. Saying this, he attacks first. But Mu Kuem blocks the strike. Mu Kuem is surprised. Yeo-Woon follows with the butterfly dance technique. Mu Kuem counters again and lands a heavy punch. Despite Nano's enhancements, Yeo-Woon has not yet reached Mu Kuem's level. Woon attacks Mu Kuem, he counters and attacks again, striking Yeo-Woon's face with his knee. Yeo-Woon crashes to the ground. He underestimated Mu Kuem. Mu Kuem charges forward once more, this time using the Spring Clan's signature technique. For a moment, Yeo-Woon sees no opening. Sensing critical danger, Nano activates defense mode and enhances the eye function. Everything slows. Yeo-Woon's body reacts instantly. He dodges the incoming attack and delivers a sudden counterblow. Nano activates enhanced combat analysis. Now Yeo-Woon can read Mu Kuem's movements clearly. Mu Kuem attacks repeatedly, but Yeo-Woon blocks and counters each strike with precision. Blood spills from Mu Kuem's mouth. Still, his pride refuses to yield. With sudden force, Yeo-Woon grabs Mu Kuem by the face and slams him into the ground.